That's quite a combo. What's up YouTube, Honeybee here, bringing you a new 2xKO video. In this video we're going to be talking about choosing your characters in this game and how I went about choosing mine. Currently I've been playing a lot of Warwick with Darius. I did play a little bit of Darius and Vi before Warwick actually came out, and I'm just going to talk to you guys about how I went about choosing my character, how you guys can go about choosing your characters, and then we'll show you some matches, right? So in this game there's 11 characters to choose from. Generally, for me anyways, when it comes to picking a character, what I've always done maybe is not the route that should be taken, depending on what your goals are with the game anyways, but I've always just been one to want to pick a character that just appeals to me from an aesthetic standpoint. Just a character I think looks kind of cool that I can kind of vibe with, right? So in this game, there's 11 characters. When it comes to picking a character, you're either going to pick a character that you vibe with, that you think just looks cool and that makes you want to play them, or sometimes you want to go for like an archetype, right? Maybe you want to just go for a character that's a heavy rushdown character. Maybe you want to go for a character that's more of a zoner. Maybe you just like the big bodies or something like that. So there's only 11 characters to choose from, but with the selection that we have, they do cover a decent amount of options. So if we look at a character like Ari, right? She's kind of, to me, somewhat of an all-arounder. You know, she has some projectiles, she has some pretty cool combos. I've actually been playing against some people, and seeing people play this character makes me more intrigued to actually use her, because I think just her combos look really cool. She's a you know, decently cool looking character, but yeah, so she's kind of like seems to be an all-arounder type of thing. Her assist options also seem pretty good to me. So Ari, right? We got Blitzcrank. He's like a grappler type of character from what I can see. Big body, someone that maybe my bro Bio would like to use potentially. And he has I would say like basically all the characters in this game seem to have some pretty cool combos. Like they're all made pretty aesthetically pleasing in that sense, in the sense of like, do they do cool combos that I would want to do? Most characters can kind of do that. From what I've heard, Blitzcrank doesn't really seem to be the best type of character, and that's one thing actually that I forgot to mention when it comes to choosing a character, right? I think there's like 3 main things that it can fall into. One can just be, do you want a character that is cool, right? That you just think is cool? Do you want a character that really fits a certain play style that you like? Or do you just want a character that is supposed to be strong, that's top tier, right? If we're looking at Blitzcrank, from what I've seen from the general community, a lot of people don't really put him that high, but at the end of the day, there's only 11 characters to choose from, right? Then you have Braum, who's like another character that I don't see a whole lot of people gravitating towards in like the high level sense, but he's another one of those kind of like big brawler type of guys. He has like this shield that you can get behind, but for me, he's not really that interesting to me. Blitzcrank, Braum, not my type of characters. Now we move on to Darius, who most times, if there was a lot of options of characters, I probably wouldn't even pick Darius. But one of the main reasons I actually wanted to use him is because I'm like, he looks okay, but I also felt like his type of character is very much like an all-arounder type of play style, where he seems to have like really good range to do stuff. He can hit people pretty well, he controls space decently well with his normals, and he has some easy and kind of cool combos. So I just kind of picked him up because I thought he'd be an easy character to like learn the game with. Right now, like my team is using Warwick and Darius, and by no means do I feel like I'm locked into this team, right? Like I think I can change it at some point, but right now it's kind of just, I'm just trying to like learn the mechanics of the game, how to enjoy the game like that. So we're using Warwick Darius, but you know, we might change things. Echo is a character that initially I was actually kind of interested in. I was kind of interested in playing him. I played him during the alpha and stuff like that. He's like he seems to have a lot of good options, and he actually seems to be a pretty top tier character. I would say a lot of people like to say that Echo and Yasuo are like really high up there. Teemo seems to be really high up there as well. And yeah, I think I just kind of didn't want to use Echo because some of his mechanics and stuff just seemed a little bit more on the technical complicated side to me, and I felt like if I'm learning a brand new game that I'm just very not familiar with, I don't want to be playing a character that seems highly technical to start. So he's kind of like maybe down the line we'll look at Echo. We have Alawi over here, who's kind of like another, seems somewhat of a bigger body brawler type of character. To me, not very appealing, but she does have some interesting stuff with like the tentacles that she can put down and things like that. She's a little bit on the slower side as well, but you know, some people might like her. We have Jinx, who seems to be somewhat more of a zoner, can have some decent trap setups and stuff like that. She's one of the few characters I'm actually familiar with, coming from someone that never played League of Legends or anything like that, but I did watch season 1 of Arcane, so I know who Jinx is, and I know who Vi is from the show, and I knew who Echo was from the show too. But yeah, she seems to be a little bit more of a zoner, maybe a trap character. But the thing is, since you have 2 characters, right, like she could always be a decent, like, you know, assist type option. Yeah, maybe I'd look into her in the future. Teemo is kind of, I don't know about Teemo, right? Like, he's definitely good. Maybe I should look into trying him out because he's so good. I was playing this dude Woolander the other day that was using Ahri Teemo, and that team seemed pretty good, and almost made me think maybe I should just pick this damn team up because it seemed pretty good. But yeah, Teemo, he has a lot of like projectiles. He's like a zoner trap type of character as well. And yeah, he has a small hitbox, I guess. He's pretty solid. We have Vi, who's like more of a rushdown character. She's kind of cool. I was kind of thinking about using her, but she's also a little bit more technical, just with like her electrics to like do some certain combos and stuff like that. I felt like it was going to take a little bit longer to try to be comfortable with her, so I didn't really want to like pick her up right away. Now we have Warwick. I just think Warwick he's cool. He's like this cool wolf. I like the way his combos were, and like when I was just testing him out in the lab, a lot of stuff just kind of felt like it flowed together fairly easily. So I'm like, okay, let me use some Warwick. And the more I play him, the more I see, you know, there are some struggles that comes with this character, seeing as, you know, he doesn't have a projectile. You always have to get in. He has good options. He has some good options for getting in, but I also feel like I get outbuttoned sometimes by like just characters that have better range or stuff like that. But you know, I've been enjoying him and using him and doing some combos and stuff like that. So we're using Warwick right now. And then you got Yasuo, who is supposed to be a really good character. He has like, you know, sword normals and stuff like that. Generally not my style of character. I'm usually not one for like sword type of characters. That's more of like a Hayate thing, to be honest. But if you know, you know. But I'm not really that interested in him, but he seems to be really good, and he has some like cool combos, cool extensions. He has great mix-up opportunities, like doing cross-ups and stuff like that. He seems pretty cool. So that's like what we're working with when it comes to like what characters are available in this game. Honestly, I might start looking into playing like maybe some Ahri Teemo because of this dude that cooked me on stream the other day. I think when it just comes to my team, it was really just like this is what I'm using right now just to try to get comfortable with the game. But as time goes on, and I might try some other stuff out. So with that said, that's my perspective when it comes to just choosing the characters in this game, and what you could potentially think of and look at when it comes to choosing the character yourself. So let's get into some matches.
Let's go!
Is that a perfect?
Perfection!
Ooh, shoot.
Ready! Let's go!
Ooh. All the flux.
Knockout!
Let's go.
They got the axe! Let's go!
Shit. That's quite a combo. Oh my god. Shit. Okay, I don't know what he was doing. I'm not complaining.